Have you ever wondered why you wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes more than once, just to go to the bathroom? You may think it's simply because you drank too much water before bed. But is it really that simple? Or is your body trying to tell you something much deeper about your health, your habits, and what you're drinking? What if the solution wasn't to stop drinking, but to change what you drink? Imagine this. Instead of gulping down plain water before bed, you drink something that actually works with your body, not against it. Something that helps your kidneys, supports your bladder, and keeps you asleep through the night. Here's the surprising part. Plain water, especially in large amounts late in the evening, can actually flush out vital electrolytes like sodium, magnesium, and potassium. These are the very minerals your body needs to hold on to fluid properly, to keep your cells hydrated without forcing your bladder into overdrive. Think about that. Could your midnight bathroom trips simply be a sign that your hydration is out of balance? The drink I'm talking about is not a fancy supplement or a costly formula. It's a simple, natural mix. Warm water with a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a little lemon juice. That's it. Just a small glass about an hour before bed. This isn't about quenching thirst. It's about creating an internal balance so your body doesn't panic and start flushing water all night long. Now, why does this work? When you add a trace of salt and lemon, you're supplying electrolytes your body recognizes and can use. It tells your kidneys, we're balanced, we're okay. And when your electrolytes are stable, your body doesn't feel the need to dump water constantly. The result? Fewer interruptions, deeper sleep, a better mood, and sharper mind the next day. Consider how many people suffer because of this nightly cycle. They wake up at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., never getting into that deep restorative sleep. And yet they keep making the same mistake, chugging plain water at night, thinking it's good for them, not realizing they're washing away their own rest. I challenge you, tonight, instead of drinking a large glass of water before bed, prepare a small glass with that simple combination. Drink it slowly, don't overload your system, and tomorrow, notice how you feel. Sleep is not just about the number of hours you're in bed, it's about the quality of those hours. One small change can transform your nights. So, the next time you ask yourself why you keep waking up at night, think beyond the bathroom door. Think about balance, about electrolytes, about working with your body's natural design, because when you give your body what it needs, it finally lets you rest. Have you ever considered how deeply those late-night bathroom trips are stealing from you? It's not just about the inconvenience of getting up, stumbling through the dark, and trying not to wake anyone. It's about what you lose every time your sleep is broken. Deep sleep is where your body does its real work, repairing tissues, balancing hormones, resetting your brain for memory and focus. When that cycle is interrupted again and again, even for a few minutes each time, you're pulling yourself out of the very state your body depends on to heal and recharge. Over time, this constant disruption starts to add up. You wake feeling tired even after what should have been a full night's rest. You may notice your mood is off, your energy dips through the day, your ability to concentrate fades. And what do most people do? They brush it off. They think, I'm just getting older, or it's normal to wake up a few times a night. But ask yourself, when did normal become the same thing as healthy? Each of those awakenings is a message. It's your body saying something isn't balanced here. Maybe your bladder is overactive, but more often than not, it's your body's way of coping with an imbalance in how it manages water and minerals. And here's the critical part. When you interrupt deep sleep repeatedly, you don't just lose rest. You lose the very foundation for your immune system, for weight management, for mental clarity. There's even research showing that broken sleep can raise stress hormones like cortisol, making it harder to manage cravings, harder to keep your metabolism steady, harder to stay sharp during the day. So those trips to the bathroom at night, they're not just harmless interruptions. They're silent thieves of your vitality. And every time you settle back into bed thinking it's no big deal, your body has to start over, trying to drop back into that deep healing rhythm. The question is, how long are you willing to keep letting that happen? Wouldn't it make more sense to address the cause, not just the symptom? Have you ever thought about what you eat or drink during the day and how it might quietly set the stage for those nightly awakenings? Most people never make the connection. They assume that waking up to urinate is just about how much water they drank in the evening. But there's a bigger picture. Hidden dietary factors that silently push your body into this cycle of flushing fluid out when it should be resting. Think about the foods that sneak excess sugar or refined carbs into your bloodstream. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes, it forces your kidneys to work overtime, pulling water out to dilute and remove the excess. That doesn't just happen right after you eat. It can carry over into the night. So even if you're not drinking much, your body may still be scrambling to correct those imbalances while you sleep. Then there's caffeine, hidden in teas, soft drinks, even some chocolate late in the day. It's not just a stimulant for your mind, it's a diuretic. It tells your body, let's get rid of water, even when that's the last thing your system needs before bedtime. Alcohol can do the same thing. First it relaxes you, but then it disrupts your sleep cycle and sends your bladder into overdrive. And here's the part most people overlook. Many of these foods and drinks don't create the problem immediately. They build up through your habits, day after day, meal after meal, until waking up at night becomes a pattern you think is normal. It's not just the glass of water before bed, it's the pasta at dinner loaded with hidden sodium and additives, the sweet snack before sleep that spikes your insulin, the diet sodas you think are harmless but quietly stress your kidneys. So the question isn't, should I stop drinking water before bed? The real question is, what am I doing all day that sets my body up to interrupt my sleep at night? Because if your diet keeps forcing your kidneys and bladder to overcompensate, no amount of careful timing with your water will fix the problem. You have to start removing those triggers, those hidden drivers that keep your body from staying still, quiet, and deeply rested through the night. What if the answer isn't to stop drinking, but to drink something that actually works with your body instead of against it? Picture this. You've been told for years to drink plenty of water. And yes, water is essential, but timing and composition matter more than most people realize. When you drink plain water, especially in larger amounts at night, it moves quickly through your system. It doesn't hold well in your cells because there's nothing there to help it stay. Your body, sensing this imbalance, responds by flushing it out. That means more trips to the bathroom, more broken sleep, and a feeling that no matter how much you drink, you're still not truly hydrated. Now imagine a different approach, something simple, natural, and so gentle your body actually thanks you for it. A small glass of warm water with a pinch of natural sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon. It sounds almost too simple to work, doesn't it? But here's why it does. That touch of mineral-rich salt provides essential electrolytes like sodium and trace minerals your body can actually use. The lemon adds a bit of potassium and vitamin C, creating a mild, slightly alkaline balance that signals your body you're nourished, you're stable, you can rest. This isn't about flooding your bladder. It's about signaling your cells to hold water, to stay hydrated at a cellular level without forcing your kidneys into overdrive. It's a little drink that creates a big shift because it helps your body maintain the right balance between water and electrolytes. So you're not waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning with that sudden, pressing urge to get up. It's also a drink that doesn't overstimulate digestion or spike insulin levels, so your body can transition smoothly into deep sleep. And the best part? You don't need to buy anything fancy. No powders, no expensive concoctions, just real simple ingredients that restore a natural rhythm your body has been craving all along. Try it for a few nights. Sip it slowly, about an hour before bed. Not too much, just enough. Notice how your sleep starts to change, how those long, uninterrupted stretches begin to return, how your mornings feel less groggy, more alive. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones, yet they're overlooked because they're not complicated enough to seem like a real fix. Balancing hydration isn't about drinking less. It's about drinking smarter. So many people try to solve their nighttime wake-ups by cutting water in the evening altogether. They think, if I just stop drinking after 6 p.m., I won't have to wake up. But what happens? They wake up thirsty, dry-mouthed, restless, and their sleep still feels broken. That's because your body doesn't just need less water, it needs properly timed hydration throughout the day. Think about how you water a plant. You don't dump a gallon on it right before nightfall and expect it to thrive overnight without excess runoff. You give it consistent, steady moisture when the sun is up so the roots can absorb it fully. Your body is no different. When you overload your system with a large glass or two of plain water just before bed, your kidneys have no choice but to process it quickly. That flood isn't being used for deep cellular hydration. It's being flushed, and you end up paying the price at 2 a.m. The key is to hydrate well in the earlier part of the day, morning through late afternoon. Sip steadily, not in large bursts. Let your body absorb it. Let your cells soak it in when your metabolism is most active. As evening comes, reduce the amount but not the quality of what you drink. That's why the small electrolyte-supported drink works so well. It's not about volume, it's about balance. And here's something most people never think about. Dehydration itself can make you wake up at night just as much as overhydration. When your body senses it's running low on fluids, it releases hormones that can make you restless, cause dry throat, or even trigger your bladder reflexes in odd ways. So the answer isn't to go dry at night, and it isn't to flood your system. It's to give your body just what it needs when it needs it. Start paying attention to how you hydrate between sunrise and sunset. Drink your main amount before dinner. In the evening, shift from quantity to quality. This way, when you lay your head down, your body feels safe, supported, and no longer needs to wake you as a survival signal. The result? You stay asleep. You stay in that deep, healing rhythm your body has been begging you to return to. Have you ever noticed how a slight imbalance in your body can throw off an entire night of sleep? Electrolytes, those tiny charged minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, are far more powerful than most people give them credit for. They are the messengers that help your nerves communicate, your muscles relax, and your kidneys decide what to keep and what to release. When they fall out of balance, even slightly, your body can't hold on to water the way it should. Picture this. You drink water, but it passes right through you. Your cells don't really absorb it because the very minerals that help lock it in are missing or too low. So your bladder fills quickly, your brain gets the message, and you wake up again and again. On the other side, if your diet is loaded with hidden sodium from processed foods, your body may hold on to too much water during the day, then try to dump it all at night. Either way, your electrolytes are the silent regulators of whether you sleep deeply or keep tossing and turning. Potassium helps your muscles, including your bladder, relax instead of spasm. Magnesium calms your nervous system, making it less likely to wake you at the slightest signal. Sodium, in the right form and amount, holds the right amount of water in your tissues instead of flooding your kidneys. It's a delicate dance. And here's what most people miss. Drinking plain water in large amounts can dilute those electrolytes, creating a false signal that your body is full of water but starving for minerals. Your brain responds with, "Get rid of it," and the cycle continues. That's why the simple drink we talked about works. It's not magic. It's mineral logic. It gives your body a whisper of the minerals it's missing, enough to calm the nervous system and tell your kidneys, "We're balanced. We can rest now." When you restore that balance, your body doesn't feel the need to keep waking you to fix what it sees as an emergency. It finally lets you sleep. Improving your sleep long-term isn't about one single trick. It's about creating a rhythm your body can depend on. Think of your nights not as isolated events, but as the outcome of how you treat your body throughout the day. If you keep pushing your system into stress with late caffeine, heavy late-night meals, and inconsistent hydration, no miracle drink will fix it overnight. But if you start to make small, consistent shifts, your body begins to trust you again. It stops waking you with alarms in the middle of the night. Here's a simple, practical routine. Start your day with a full glass of water when you wake up. Your body has been fasting from fluids for hours, and that first drink sets the tone for the whole day. Keep sipping steadily through the morning and afternoon, not waiting until evening to catch up. When dinner time comes, Make it lighter and lower in refined carbs and hidden sugars. Heavy meals late at night force your digestion to work overtime and pull water in the wrong ways. An hour before bed, instead of a large bottle of water, have that small balanced drink with a pinch of natural sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, because even perfect hydration won't help if your environment keeps waking you. And finally, be patient. Your body needs a few nights, sometimes even a week or two, to reset its rhythm once you start treating it consistently. Every night you sleep through without waking is like a deposit into your energy account. It compounds. Your mornings get clearer, your mood steadier, your body less inflamed. This isn't about chasing a quick fix. It's about restoring something that was always meant to be yours. Deep, uninterrupted, healing rest. And when you give your body that, it gives you back something far more valuable than just a quiet night. It gives you a stronger day, a sharper mind, and a life that feels less like survival and more like living.